It's moving day. We are off to Jeddah. It's 20 minutes to 9. My flight's at 12:40. Paperwork for this flight is pretty much a printed visa, which I have here, and that's the same visa that I used last year. No PCR, no RAT. I had to fill out one online thing for the Saudi government. No equipment list, funnily enough, and sign up to the app. But I did that last year, so I imagine that I'm still signed in. Well, that ends 12 days here at the Sofitel. Lovely place, great food, lovely restaurants. A lot of the drivers stayed here. Really nice surrounds, and if I'd had more time, I would have been out at that pool a bit more often. But anyway, I've enjoyed my stay here. Now we're going to another Middle Eastern country in Saudi Arabia and landing into Jeddah. And I'm going Gulf Air, so I'm quite excited. These are fogging up, to see their lounge at Bahrain airport, because you'd think, being their home country, it's their flagship lounge.
You're welcome every day, Bahrain, you're welcome.
Unfortunately, I didn't find a fuel station on the way to the airport, so I didn't get a chance to fill up, but fuel is so cheap here. Last time it was about 30 euro cents a litre. So I'll just return the car half full and then pay for the gas that they charge me, which will be probably less than what you pay in Europe. Good thing I asked how much the litre of fuel is when they fill it up at 6, because the answer was about 1.5 BD, which is 10 times the price of what you pay at the pump. I couldn't let them get away with that, so I'm now driving to a servo. Well, the price here at the moment is 0.14 of a dinar, which is about 60 Aussie cents a litre, maybe 40 euro cents. So it's gone up a little bit since last year, but it's still very cheap. But get this, they don't take credit card. It's the only fuel station I think I've been to, perhaps in the history of me being overseas, where they don't take credit card. Luckily, I have a little bit of cash in my wallet. This is the check-in area for Gulf Air. It's extremely spacious, and there is me in here at the moment. That was just the welcome lobby. This is where you actually check in. 4 or 5 desks just for the exclusive use of first and business class, and I think this airline is pretty good. First time I've ever flown with them. I'll be keen to see what the seating's like in business. It's only a 2-hour flight, I think. How do you make this thing work? Bye-bye. All checked in, now it's off to Jeddah. Got to go through passport control, but first I have to find where I claim back some tax. So if you buy anything here in Bahrain and you export it, you get the tax back. That's immigration done. Next off to security. All my stuff got pulled up in security there, but I was interested that they could flip around my lens, because you get a 3D picture of it. They can see it from all angles. It's pretty impressive, and you didn't, thankfully, have to take your laptop out of your bag. It is a beautiful terminal and so quiet, really lovely decor, and there's some interesting stores.
Let's take a selfie together.
So I bought an item at a place called Ashraf's, and they tell me you can get the tax back at the airport, but they didn't do the right paperwork at their end, so it looks like I'm going to get stung again. Good morning. If you're feeling lazy, you can have a rest in this beautiful lounge area. And you've got 6 televisions here, of which I gather I have control of one screen by this thing behind me. It's a really nice lounge, and the food looks good too. A couple of people said, why are you saying "Como esta" when you go to Dubai in an airport to staff? That's because mostly in the Middle East there are Filipino staff in places like airports, and same here. So if you speak Tagalog, or I speak 3 or 4 words, it goes down great. Hello.
Hello. Bye-bye.
Shukran.
After.
Another jet bridge, another flight. It's at 12:40 p.m. takeoff. Gets there mid-afternoon. Oh, and there's a queue to get in.
Good morning, sir. Welcome on board the first one on the left side by the window.
Hello.
Now we've just had what must be 6 minutes of announcements through the PA, and I think it's finally stopped. So we're on board this flight to Jeddah. It's a nice aircraft, very big legroom in business class here. Only 8 seats, and because I was the last one on, I got whatever was left, and that's a cheese sandwich for my meal, but beggars can't be choosers, I guess. Really comfortable wide seat. It's got an in-flight system. It's got a big screen in front of me. I must have about nearly a metre of legroom. Lots of controls here for the seat to my right, and on my left is the controls for the television system. This is an A321-200 aircraft. I did notice that there are a number of Williams crew on the plane. maybe a driver as well. And like on Emirates Airline, we're offered both the Arabic coffee and one of these little things, whatever this is, to date. Well, this comes as quite a surprise. You get a fully flat bed in this cabin with 8 seats. That's a bonus.
Hamilton goes into turn 1 behind Max Verstappen.
They're advertising yesterday's Grand Prix on the in-flight here because Gulf Air is a sponsor. I suggest they've been a little bit tardy in taking that ad off. I'm certainly glad I ate in the lounge because this is not going to fill me up, but it's just a nice little taster. It's only a short flight. We've just flown over Mecca and we're about 20 minutes away from landing. There's a lot of nothing out there, just like Australian outback. See ya.
Thank you, sir. Bye-bye.
Do you mind if I ask what you're filming?
I'm a blogger.
Are you following the Grand Prix by any chance?
I'm a photographer. I go to all the races.
Are you from Australia?
I am from Australia.
Brilliant. Which part?
Perth.
No way. Me too.
Turns out that was Callan Williams who races in F2. Some of you might know him. I think he's the only person from Perth that I've met overseas in the last 15 months. They're not quite completed with this. Last time I came in, perhaps a bit closer to start date, so they had this all done.
Hi.
Getting into Saudi this year was a little bit quicker than last. And behind me there's a whole lot of Williams crew, and up this end there's a whole lot of Alpha Tauri crew picking up their luggage, and mine hasn't come out yet. Hello, where's the car rental desks?
Downstairs.
Thank you. Well, this is another interesting story. I'm here to pick up the car and there's people everywhere, but nobody knows what's going on. Such a joy. That's my car. It's a little Hyundai, but it'll do. Okay, I'm free of the airport at last. I'm out on the city streets and very keen to get to this hotel. Nice car. It's a little Hyundai something or other. It was about a 20-minute drive from the airport to the Hyatt House here in Jeddah. Not in a great area, but a really lovely hotel, good people. Hello again.
Welcome back.
It's good to be here, sir.
Thank you.
This is it. This is an apartment, effectively. And it's quite nice to be able to cook your own stuff. And I've got a decent-sized fridge with a freezer. Big bedroom, nice little lounge area, and a place to wash. And one of the biggest benefits for me is that there's a laundry downstairs and it's free of charge and has commercial gear in it. Last time I was here, so many locals said you have to go and try Baik chicken. So that's what we're going to do now. I'd like to order shrimps, the chicken nuggets, the fish fillet, the coleslaw, the cocktail sauce, the ice cream with chocolate syrup. That'll do me. Okay, so there's enough there to try, and I'm not going to waste it because I've got some friends here who are going to eat what I can't.
You will like Baik fried, especially Baik. Just ask everyone. It's a different taste.
I've ordered quite a lot of food here. I've got shrimps, or prawns in Australia, chicken, fish, buns, coleslaw, lots of sauces, a sticky ice cream treat, and a bottle of water. I'm actually on a diet, and I really shouldn't be eating any of this, but I thought let's at least try it. First up is this thing. It's like a very good quality fish finger. I'm going to try the prawns next. Let me get through this one. I rate the fish highly. And the fries, a little bit soggy. Now this I think is the chicken. Definitely the chicken. And this is what everyone raves about. And it's pretty good value. Like this was all 69, what's your currency? This was just 69 Riyadh for all this, which works out to about, I'm thinking $20 US maybe. It's a little bit spicy, just a little bit of a nip in there. Next up, coleslaw. Very good coleslaw. And then finally, the prawns. They are exceptional. I think that's better than the chicken. I know they're renowned for the chicken, but I would go for this any day. This might have to be my dinner as well. The chicken, the fish, and the prawns have now been cleared away, and I'll have a crack at this ice cream sundae, which is now pretty much melted, but I'll have one mouthful maybe. I'll have just a couple of mouthfuls. Just have a few mouthfuls, see what it's like. Just have a handful of mouthfuls to see what it's like. I don't think I should eat any more than half of it. Messy, but good. I can highly recommend it. So that's a pretty good meal there for 69 Riyadh. Yes. 69 Riyadh. All that remains now is to clean up. Thank you, Baik. So from the top of the Hyatt House Hotel here in Jeddah, and it's a great view over the suburbs, I'm going to say thank you for watching, and if you haven't already liked the video, please do so now. Subscribe too, and if you're a member, you'll get invitations to a number of meet and greets this year at various tracks. plus a whole host of extras. You'll find all of my digital images at prostarpics.com. For my F1 photo books, merchandise and F1 wall art, head to kimillman.com. And for my best pics live from the track and all during the week, you'll find them on Instagram at Kim Illman. Thanks for watching and stay passionate.
It's delicious. I like it. I like the taste of Baik, especially the shrimp.